Want to go down a road, huh? Okay.
I want to take everything right by the numbers and by the book, sir. Okay. By the numbers and by the book, sir.
That's what we do.
That's correct.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Damn. Kurt Angle thought he could get his way. That's crazy.
Excuse me, bitch, I was running up a bag. Money on my shoulder, put designer on my ass. The shit too nice, but it's fucking up my head. So I be getting high, but I ain't popping fuckers in.
Let me know what y'all been doing lately in the chat. What y'all been doing lately? Cause this one coming from Midwest Safety. Let me bring that back. Let me bring that back. What it do, nephew? It's your uncle Lou. And I'm coming at you something that you know we love to do. Now, what have you been doing lately? This video is coming from Midwest Safety. And the title of this one, I'm begging. Sheriff begs officer to turn off body camera? I'm not going to waste no more time. We're going to do this one on camera. Make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm, man, Uncle. And make sure you share the video with somebody next to you. Then hit that subscription with that notification muscle. Because look, niecey, nephew, we on the way to 10K in 2025. Oh my gosh, that's 7K. I got that thing tingling up my spine. Pause. Now, without further ado, niecey, nephew, it's your uncle, LowtoneLu.
1st, 2024 in Springfield, Massachusetts. Officers investigate a vehicle parked at a casino with a missing tire and a completely destroyed rim. They then get the surprise of their careers as they find out who the car belongs to.
What's his name?
Nicholas Kochi is the sheriff of Hampton County, Massachusetts, which is where the city of Springfield is located. The officers are able...
That's how I know I need glasses. Hold on, we got a new sub. Bro, I need glasses, bro. What's going on with me? I got a new follower. Evelina, I appreciate you for following me on Twitch. Shout out to Evelina following Uncle Lulu on the Twitchy Witch. I appreciate you so much for that. Now we 3 away from 20.
Able to get the sheriff to come out of the casino so they can investigate. However, the sheriff won't make it easy for them.
How you doing, Sheriff?
Good, very good.
Good. Hi, Lieutenant Corey Mackey. What's that? Who's busting what?
They changed his tire.
Okay. Just to let you know, we came down to this.
Yeah.
We are recording, just so you know.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was coming around the corner, I popped the tires.
Do you know where? We're trying to.
Yeah, right
we were
here.
looking to see where you were in the casino and everything, and
It's all good.
it's all good.
Changed his tire.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. The problem is, hang on for a second.
That's
Were
code
you the one
words?
driving it?
No.
You weren't driving it?
No.
Okay. Who was driving you?
A friend of mine.
A friend of yours? He's in the casino now?
Yep.
Okay, we'll see that too. All right, but I need you to stay here for a second. All right, sir. None of us wants to be involved in this. All right, but I can smell alcohol coming from your breath.
100%.
I've got this right here.
Yeah.
Everything's on camera. I got to take it by the numbers.
Change the tire.
I got to take it by the numbers. We're going to review. If your friend in there was driving, as you say, we'll see that on the camera. I can go talk to him. Everything will be good. All right. What's that? Okay. All right, sit tight. All right.
Oh my gosh. Yo, there's this, I don't know if y'all get this, but every time I'm watching these videos, right? Especially if it's one of the DUI ones. Again, we don't condone criminal activities, guys. We watch to see what not to do. But I'm watching these videos and like there's this thought where it's like, what's going on with these people, right? And then it'll just like say something like drunk or like they're drunk and it's like, oh, and then it just, everything just makes sense.
Seriously? Okay. I'll tell you what. Leave the car here. Leave it.
Nope, sir. Sir, I'm going to ask you to stay here. Stay put, all right?
Why?
Till we figure this out. Because based on what I'm seeing here and smelling alcohol on your breath, I'm going to have to do an investigation through this, okay?
Okay.
All right? And if everything is fine, You know, if it determines that there's no...
Change the tire.
No, he's not changing the tire right now. Absolutely not.
He can change the tire.
He's not changing the tire yet.
Yeah. Okay. Want to go down the road, huh? Okay.
I want to take everything right by the numbers and by the book, sir. Okay. By the numbers and by the book, sir.
That's what we do.
That's correct. Yeah.
It's clear.
Damn. Kurt Angle thought he could get his way. That shit's crazy. You suck.
By the sheriff's body language that he is likely secretly signaling for his lieutenant to deactivate his body camera, which the lieutenant refuses to do.
Right. And if at the end of it everything is good...
Stop turning towards me.
Oh, sir, just stand over here for me, all right? Please.
I'm going to go back in the...
No, you're not going back in the casino. All right, sir. Sir, I understand you are the sheriff. I respect that immensely. But right now I'm conducting an investigation, okay? I need you to stay here and follow the directions,
100%.
okay? All right?
You can't pop the tire, huh?
What's that?
You can't pop a tire.
You're not going to be able to put a tire on that rim anyways. That rim is completely and utterly destroyed.
I got my guy.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Where, do you know where you ran something
do.
over? Where was it?
Right up on the corner. I took the turn.
Took the turn into here?
Yeah.
Okay. There looks like there's a plant on there. Was there a plant that...
It might have been.
Might have been.
Oh.
But that's where it was. So the remnants of the tire should be down. Should be down that way. You don't know?
I have no idea.
Okay. Can I ask you where you're coming from today?
Springfield Country Club.
Springfield Country Club.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not even gonna lie. He's sober as fuck now. You can tell he got sober as fuck. Leggy say Timu Agent 47. Goddamn 47. Like, but this dude, how you know his breath just don't smell like shit? Like, why it gotta be alcohol? Like, why I smell alcohol on your breath? What if my breath just smell like ass? Like, what if it just smell like ass?
The golf tournament?
Who let me have the boom button?
No, we're just there.
I was there playing golf.
We're there playing golf. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me stop. I'm bugged too.
I'm waiting for another one of my supervisors so we can have two people here, okay?
Good.
All right. That way everything's
No, it's all
recorded,
good.
everything's
It's all good.
affected,
It's all
everything's
good.
going to be
It's
nice
all
and
good.
easy,
Yeah,
okay, sir?
It's all good.
All right. Officer Cotto. Can you head down to the corner at East Columbus and just see if there's any remnants of the tire there at all? That's where you were and there was nothing there?
The right may not be.
May not be where you hit it?
Okay. That's where I hit it, but
Okay. Did you, after turning in here and hitting it, did you drive anywhere else where you could find the tire?
no.
No? Okay. I'm just saying the tire should be somewhere between...
Yes.
Just like my man Potato said, man, hit that like button for that.
That was
for the
in here.
algorithm, man. Ain't
Okay.
Come on.
Just do me a favor one more time. Just walk down there and then walk the whole way back to see if we can find the tire. Appreciate your understanding.
You're a good man.
I appreciate your understanding.
Yeah.
Someone coming over from Beacon. Okay. We're going to take a walk over where we're a little bit out of sight. Okay? No. How much you had to drink tonight, sir? Couple beers?
Yeah. Keep recording me. We're not going nowhere.
Okay. I'd like to ask you to do field sobriety.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Not going to happen?
I'm not driving. Yeah. Field sobriety for what?
All right. What's that?
Bruh,
Okay.
he sobered up
You drove
so
in.
different.
That was a long time ago. What's up, Nikki? I'm by my car. Bye.
Sir, when you went into the casino, did you have any drinks in the casino?
Negative.
You did not have any drinks in the casino?
Did they say the state? Did they say what state this was in?
That's what we're waiting on right now. We're trying to figure out if
Is
you
this
went in and
another
had anything
Florida man?
inside.
I hope not.
You had nothing inside, so anything was at the golf course.
Yep.
'Cause we got a lot of casinos.
All right. All right, sir. Can you come over here?
Nani, how are you?
All right. I'd like you. I'm going to be very straightforward with you. All right. You came from East Columbus. You turned in here. We can't find the tire. Okay. That's fine. There's clear indications that that rim is pretty destroyed.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You got here about 6:40 something, 6:45.
That's
So
always
maybe
good to hear, man.
25 minutes before you and I start interacting, somewhere around a half hour. You've got clear indications of alcohol consumption.
100%.
All right.
And a
I
couple
can tell that
drinks.
you've admitted alcohol consumption. You've got your speech is a little bit slurred. All right. I can smell it coming off your breath. I can see the redness in your eyes. I'd ask you to I'm going to ask you a second time.
Look, if it's me, I'm telling him, bro, my breath smell like that because my breath smell like shit, okay? And my eyes look like this because I ain't sleeping 3 days because I've been doing that pipe, you know what I'm saying? So can I just go off?
If you will perform field sobriety, so I can determine if you are safe to drive, okay? I have a PBT that can sort this out right now.
Not going to happen.
Okay, so you're going to refuse field sobriety.
Yep.
All right, you're not going to take the BBT.
Yep.
You admit to alcohol consumption. All right,
A little bit.
driving. Okay. Okay.
If that's what you're.
All right. Well,
you're
then
assume.
Then at that point.
While the body cam footage is redacted, this is when the sheriff's official arrest takes place. The body cam resumes right after the sheriff is placed in handcuffs.
The title says sheriff begs officer to turn off body camera. Did he actually really get him to turn it off? I don't. You see, this is what they do. This is what they do. They wipe each other's hands. They wipe each other's hands. Nani, how you doing? I should have known. I should have known once I see Nani. I got BK in the
Your
chat.
wallet's
You know what
inside
I mean? You got BK, you got Nani. You got Nani, you got BK. I appreciate you guys in the
Car,
chat.
we're going to go ahead and grab that for you.
Monday Night Raw.
All right, officer, can you just sit with him for a minute? I'll take him in my cruiser. All right. All right, sir. So this is your wallet right here. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in your pocket so you have it with you. Is there a phone somewhere that you'd like to bring? In my pocket, yeah. In your pocket. All right. Can I put this 10 in your vehicle so we don't have to take it?
That's that shoe.
All right. So you got your wallet over here.
I used to have a coach that used to chew.
This is your
His
phone
breath
right in the
used to
back.
smell like cock.
All right, this is just a golf tee. I'm going to put that right in here as well. Okay. All right, we're going to walk down to my unmarked sergeant. I'm going to have you come with me as well. All right.
Stay. I'm towing. Just let him fix it.
No, if they're able to fix it.
Oh my gosh! Bruh, he thinking this is simple, just changing a tire, bro? This dude is riding on not even the rims. He about to be riding on the lug nuts, bro, the bolts. That's crazy. That junk look like a Beyblade. His front tire looked like a Beyblade, bro. I don't know how he did it.
Okay. We don't need to tow a county vehicle.
How you make your front tire look like a Beyblade?
Somebody who is properly can drive it. All right, the keys are inside there. Stay with them for a sec.
Then I got a Beyblade Ford Explorer.
Sir, the keys are right in the middle. There's also a $50 bill. Do you want me to leave that in there? Yeah. Or do you want it with you? You're comfortable. Who do you want to take possession of that vehicle? Is it okay? That gentleman right there works for you? He does? And they can arrange for someone to take it? Yep. That's fine. We can get out of here properly. That's fine.
Crazy, bro.
All right, come on down. It's going to be the black SUV at the very end. We're going to go right around and put you in the front passenger seat, all right?
Facts. Yeah, like a whole Beyblade, bro.
I think I have a jacket on there. All right. Just make sure. Nope, nothing's there. It's actually clean. Second, sir. Oh, careful. You can move anything over there.
Is that also a requirement too? Like after a certain age, you just gotta wear pants like this? Like I love shorts. I love to wear shorts, but like for some reason they just make you look a certain age after. I don't know. Like it's like they come equipped with you after the age of like 47, 6, 7.
After a very awkward car ride, the sheriff is transported to the police station to continue with his booking process. Later that night, the lieutenant returns to the area surrounding the casino as damage to a vehicle and scratch marks on the road were found that could be related to this incident.
We are trying to backtrack the path of the vehicle involved in the incident this evening. We did come across a vehicle with scrapes on it that does appear fresh. However, it has both white and hints of red to it. In the center line of the road, there are scrapes that appear consistent also with the tire. And
bro, imagine if somebody hits your car, bro. Can you imagine that, bro? I'd be pissed. I'm talking about subpoena the next day. Claire, lunchtime Australia. That is crazy work. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to all my Aussies, man. You guys always either stay up later. I don't be knowing the time zones and stuff from where y'all at.
that we viewed up ahead, and we're going to walk up looking at those scrapes as well. More scrapes in the middle of the roadway, consistent in path. More scrapes in the middle of the roadway, consistent with path.
If these scrapes lead to the location where they found the sheriff's vehicle, officers can be certain that this damage was caused by the sheriff himself, and may also be able to develop probable cause for leaving the scene of a crash.
No, dog. It literally lines perfectly.
The sheriff was charged with operating a vehicle under the influence. It's unknown why the prosecutor did not seek a separate charge for leaving the scene of a crash. However, we are the first news organization to report on it. A local news network provides interesting insight into Sheriff Kochi's response.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. This is why I know I need to get glasses, bro. I keep reading his name wrong, and I feel so bad. I don't want to keep saying go. Like I keep wanting to say the other thing. And I feel bad because I don't want to say it by accident.
Response to this incident.
Hampden County
Sheriff Kochi.
Sheriff Nick Kochi freely admits Saturday, September 21st, was not a good day for him. He was arrested outside MGM Springfield for driving while intoxicated and subsequently suspended for several days without pay.
I feel very blessed as the sheriff of Hampden County, but more importantly, as the person, Nick Kochi. There's no question 6 weeks ago was not one of my finest moments.
Kochi immediately took ownership for that behavior, leaving court after his arrest.
Y'all ever watch like the Spider-Man multiverse?
Finest moments.
The big boss dude, like he's not walking like him.
Kochi immediately took ownership for that behavior,
like
leaving court after his arraignment in late September. He pulled no punches, pointing the finger squarely at himself.
So today, I take full responsibility for what happened this past Saturday.
Now, some 46 days later, and after paying nearly $2,500 to cover the costs of repair to the state vehicle he was driving at the time, the sheriff is humbled by the outpouring of support and understanding from the community and says he won't let them down again.
And if there's a day that comes up and you don't show your best version, well, tomorrow you wake up and you make sure your version's better. And that's a lesson that I've kept with me my entire life, and it's one that has really helped me over the last 6 weeks continue to show who Nick Kochi is. Never mind the sheriff part. Who am I as a person?
Kochi.
I knew it was fake. I knew it. I knew it.
In his second 6-year term as sheriff, says he's resilient, strong, compassionate, and most of all, coming out of this experience, a better person.
Good people can make a bad decision. Let's not judge them on their bad decision. Let's judge them on who they are and how they respond to what they've done.
After his arraignment, Sheriff Kochi was given a continuance without a finding of guilt for 1 year, meaning his charge will be dismissed if he avoids further legal trouble during that period. His driver's license was also temporarily suspended, and he was required to attend an OUI education program. As of April 2025, there are no reports indicating Kochi has encountered further legal trouble. In fact, in January 2025, he was appointed vice president of the Massachusetts Sheriff's Association. Let us know your thoughts about this incident in the comments below.
Hey, as long as it ain't Florida, because shoot, this video about to get posted. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
And if you think the prosecutor should have also charged him,
I don't give a fuck
with leaving the scene of a crash.
Now, it is unsettling when society sees the one that's supposed to uphold the law become the suspect.
Don't get no
In
fuck.
all my time as a cop, I've had the unfortunate experience of seeing some police officers on the other side of the law, and some of them never recovered. In today's footage, we see police investigating a damaged vehicle parked outside of a casino. Normal police call, right? But it's who this vehicle belonged to that changed this entire ordeal. Because this car belonged to Sheriff Nicholas Kochi of Hampton County in Massachusetts. And as he comes outside and begins conversing with the lieutenant, at first the sheriff states that he pulled around the corner and popped the tire. But then he tells the lieutenant that he wasn't driving. And FYI, in these situations, from what I've witnessed, when a law enforcement officer is a suspect in an investigation, an officer of a higher rank will usually have to respond. And the sheriff does appear intoxicated. And we all did see the sheriff's behavior change after he realized the lieutenant was going to handle his call correctly, just as he should have. And in the Philadelphia Police Department disciplinary code, it does state that it's a privilege to serve in the law enforcement community. And we have to remember that. And although the sheriff didn't verbally ask the lieutenant to turn the camera off, his movements were definitely questionable. And then the sheriff actually refused the field sobriety test twice. But honestly, I wasn't shocked. And then they actually placed the sheriff under arrest. And each department does have specific reasons why body camera footage would be redacted, and that likely was the case here.
Prohibited recording in actions. Body-worn cameras shall not be used to record A, non-work related personal activities or conversation. Okay, that makes sense. So off the clock, right? So B, places where a reasonable expectation of privacy exists. Locker rooms, dressing rooms, or restrooms. Have I not seen body cams in there? You know what I'm saying? C, conversations with confidential informants or undercover officers. That's scary. That's scary. I don't think I've ever seen a body cam like that. I mean, C and F, not blah, blah, blah. B and F? C and F, not B and F. Oh, B and F. I need fucking glasses. Jeez. A strip search is operational conversation. That's
department does have specific reasons why body camera footage would be redacted, and that likely was the case here. And lastly, no officer gets pleasure from arresting one of their own because it's awkward and it's embarrassing. And should the sheriff have been arrested for leaving the scene of an accident? Maybe. But one thing's for certain, when it was all said and done, he did take responsibility. But my hope is that he truly learned from this bad decision.
I hope he did too, because nobody wants to see nobody go through that. Because if you do, you're gonna end up on a video by your Uncle Lou. Just keeping it real with you. And then I might feel bad about it, depending on what it is. But you know, we just gonna be watching you on live stream.